What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ricky Somborn, and today we're going to learn how to play Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa on the good old uke. But before we dive into the tutorial, make sure to hit that red subscribe button below. It looks a little bit like this. Click it, it'll turn gray. Also, if you want to be notified every single time I upload a video right here on YouTube, make sure to hit that bell icon right next to the subscribe icon. And finally, I would love you forever if you did this. Just give this video a thumbs up. That basically tells YouTube that this video is awesome, that it's good, and they will hopefully share it out to more people, and that's how we grow this channel. Also, leave a comment below letting me know any other song suggestions or recommendations that you want me to do on this channel. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I always respond to every comment, so sound off in the comments below. I would love to hear what you have to say, or just say hi. I would love to say hi back. So with all that promo-y stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa tutorial. So the chords that you need for this song are A, B minor, D, E minor, and last but not least, G. So those are all the chords that we need for this song. If you're like, Ricky, I know how to play a G minor or a D or a G. Let's move on to the strumming or the mini play along. I got you. I'm going to put a skip to section right here where you can basically just skip to whatever section in the video that you want. Again, go ahead. You won't hurt my feelings if you skip ahead a little bit. It's your choice, your video. But also, I do want to note that I did a full play along for this song. I'll link it right up here. Also, link in the description. I'll just say click here for full play along video. Basically, that play along video has the chords and lyrics on screen along with me playing the entire song, so it's easy for you to follow along. Also, I'll leave the chord sheet in the description so you can copy and paste it and save it onto your computer, laptop, phone, tablet, whatever you have, you can have it for yourself, and I think it's a lot easier. But if you're like, Ricky, I don't know what a D, E minor, or G, I just started playing this week, help me. Don't worry, this is why this video exists. We're gonna go step by step on where to put your fingers for each chord, and then move on to strumming. But before we talk about where we put our fingers for each chord, let's talk about how we number the strings and the frets. So let's pick up our uke, and the top string is going to be the 4th string. The next one down is going to be the 3rd. The next one down is going to be the 2nd, and the last one at the bottom, that's going to be the 1st string. So it's going to be 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's look at the neck of our uke, and you can see these lines right here. So this is going to be the 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, and then so on. So if you need a little bit more time to look at your uke and just get really familiar with the numbering of the strings and the frets, highly suggest that you pause this video and just take a look and be like, all right, so 4, 3, 2, 1, and the frets, just kind of get really comfortable with all the anatomy of this beauty of the uke. Also, I do want to note that if you want this uke, I'll link it in the description. It's a Kala Tenor glossy uke with low G D'Addario strings, so it's going to sound a little bit deeper. But all these chords that I mentioned in the video will work with a low G or a high G, so don't worry if it doesn't sound exactly like this. It'll sound just as perfect when you play it on your uke. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to mention as well. But everything for the info, lights, camera, uke, strings will be linked in the description below, so definitely go check it out. Alright, so we've made it to the chord section of this video. As always, with every tutorial that I put here on YouTube, I'll be putting a visual representation of where you need to put your fingers right here. I think just it's easier to visually see where you have to put your fingers when you can see it right next to me, but I will also be talking through the finger positioning for each chord. So the first chord that we're going to learn is the A chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to place it on the 3rd string, 1st fret. And then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the B minor chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to go over all 4 strings on the 2nd fret. And then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 4th string, 4th fret, and it should sound like this. The next chord that we're going to learn is the D chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to go over the top 2 strings, which is the 4th and the 3rd string on the 2nd fret. And then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and it should sound like this. next chord that we're going to learn is the E minor chord, and how I always say it looks like a staircase going down, but how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to place it on the first string, 2nd fret. Then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then I take my ring finger and I place it on the 3rd string, 4th fret, and it should sound like this. And the last chord that we need for this song is the G chord, and how I like to play this one is I like to take my pointer finger and I like to place it on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Then I take my middle finger and I place it on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Then I take my ring finger and I place it on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and it should sound like this. So those are all the chords that you need for this song. If you do want to pause this video to give yourself a little bit more time just to kind of familiarize yourself with the finger positioning and also getting really comfortable with transitioning between each chord while you're strumming, definitely highly recommend to do that. But if you're all set, then let's go ahead and talk about strumming. Alright, so we've made it to the strumming portion of this video. Now how I like to play this song is with a down, chuck, up, chuck, up. Let's do it one more time in 3, 2, 1. Down, chuck, up, chuck, up. Now, if you don't know how to chuck and you don't want to add a chuck just yet, you can also do a down, down, up, down, up. So you're basically replacing the chucks with a down strum. So again, with the chuck, it would be down, chuck, up, chuck, up. And then without the chuck, it would sound like this. Down, down, up, down, up. So now let's go ahead and talk about how we chuck. If you don't know how to chuck and you kind of want to add that little extra spice, little extra touch to your strumming. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing all 4 chords with your finger. And then you're muting all chords with the palm of your hand. So you're going to follow through with the palm. So it's going to be play all 4 strings, press down. So you're playing all 4 strings and then you're muting down. So probably one good practice is just play, follow through with pressing down out with your hand. So again, play all 4 strings, press down. One more time, play all 4 strings, press down. So as soon as you get more comfortable with that kind of rhythm, you can start adding it a little bit quicker and quicker and quicker, and then eventually you'll just get it like that. So this takes a little bit of practice, but I totally believe that you can do it. So again, it's just play all 4 strings and then follow through with pressing down on all 4 strings. So again, the strumming pattern with the chuck is just going to be a down, chuck, up, chuck, up. And if you choose not to add the chuck, it's just going to be a down, down, up, down, up. Both of those strumming patterns will sound just perfect for this song, and I'm so excited for you to learn and try the strumming pattern with the song. And now let's talk about how everything gets put together in the mini play along. Again, as I mentioned previously, I did do a full play along for this song. Linked it up here, also link in the description. Definitely go check it out. It's with the chords and lyrics on screen. Highly recommend that you watch it. Leave some love on that video. Give that video a big old thumbs up because I like how it sounded. But yeah, let's talk about the mini play along. So everything, we learned the chords, we learned the strumming. Now let's see how everything gets put together in that mini play along in 3, 2, 1. Did a fool one lady crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did a heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good and ready, so moved on. It's scary, I'm not where you left me at all. So alright, so congratulations, you now know how to play Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa on the good old uke. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Also, if you haven't done so already and you've watched this far, what are you doing? Click the red subscribe button below. It looks a little bit like this. It will turn gray. Also, if you want to be notified every single time I upload a video right here on YouTube, make sure to hit the bell icon right next to the subscribe icon. And finally, follow me on Instagram, which is at Ricky Somborn. We hit 54,000 Instagram family members, and I would love for you to join. One thing I do also want to mention, which I mentioned briefly during the video, is that this is the Kala Tenor Glossy Uke. So as you can see, it's super glossy, and just reflective. This one is one of my top favorite ukes that I own. I did put low G D'Addario strings, so that's kind of why it sounds a little deeper and just has that beautiful full sound. So this is literally probably one of my favorite ukes I own, and I think it's like $120. I'll put a link to the Amazon website in the description below, also the D'Addario strings. I highly recommend that anybody, if you're playing uke and you have more than one uke, or you just want your uke to sound absolutely amazing, put some low G D'Addario strings on here. These strings I think are $7 and you get all set of 4. And it absolutely changes the game of how your uke sounds. People like literally comment on these videos that when I play this uke, they're like, why does your uke sound so beautiful? It's because it's low G D'Addario strings. Trust me, highly recommend. The best purchase you will ever get. And also, this uke is also just freaking amazing. This is the second uke I ever had in my life, and I have a lot now, and I always play this one. This is like my go-to. So all the links for that will be in the description. Also, links to all my socials. If you want to join Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, all that stuff will be down below. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you did like it, again, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. That's the biggest thing. I would love you forever if you did that. Leave some song recommendations in the description in the comments below. I'm tired. It's been a long day. But thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.